What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Supergirl Season 2, Episode 12, Luthors. And I just want to say thank you to Mary Celeste, commented on my last Supergirl video and told me to have an ice pack ready for my forehead. You were not wrong. You were really, really, really right. And what makes it all the more frustrating is the fact that it's an episode called Luthors. Luthors! We are returning to the main plot of this season. The Luthors. That was good. That was one of the good things at the beginning of the season. Now? Yeah, stupid. Absolutely stupid. For so many reasons. And the Luthors part isn't terrible per se. There are some issues I have with Lena and just all of the stuff going on with her. It's almost like this show wants to try to be clever by saying, ooh, what if she actually is evil? Ooh, what if she actually is going to help her mom? Ooh, what if she, at the end of it, she's holding that chess piece like she's so much smarter than everybody else. What if she's using everybody to her own whim? Ooh. It's almost like they're trying to be super clever. And the writers of the show are not that clever. Like, any plot twist that they try to throw at this point, I'll probably see coming from a mile away. And so, just her holding that chess piece, it almost feels like they're trying to say she's smarter than Lex. So all of this could be completely for show. Just like, okay, why would you even hint at that? If you really want to be clever, you don't even hint at that. You don't say anything about that. And then when we find out that she actually is extremely clever and smarter than Lex, and we find out that maybe this whole time, from the beginning, she's playing everybody, not just Supergirl, but her mom, too. That would be a good plot twist. Showing this, where she's holding the chess piece, like, I'm smart. I'm just like, really? So now, if there's any moment where we find out she's betrayed them, and she's actually done this whole thing, just planned it from the beginning, I'm going to be like, not surprising. We saw that she was better than Lex at chess, even though she was like 5 and he was 13, something like that, I don't know. But you kind of ruin that plot twist now by showing us that. So, why? And also, the girl playing Lena, I had no problem with her at first, but for some reason this episode I really noticed she's not American. And you can tell. There are so many times where I guess she may be British. I don't know. I remember in Jurassic World she played like a Russian assistant or something like that, Slovakian maybe. But you can hear the accent coming out, and these like some of the words that she says, you can hear the accent. I'm just like, see, yeah, that's a mistake. You're supposed to edit that. You're supposed to say, okay, we're gonna try that again. Could you try to sound more American in that line? But no, they just said, whatever. Who really cares, right? Our writers don't care, so why should we care? So, anyway, the stuff with the Luthors, it's okay, but I still have an issue with the Lena thing. The main plot of this episode, though, really dumb. We have Metallo is in a jail cell. I totally forgot what happened to him. Like, I don't remember. I remember they stopped him, but I don't remember why or how. But apparently they took the kryptonite thing out of his chest and they gave him a new one without testing it to make sure that it would be okay. And somehow he managed to implant it in his chest in his jail cell. Not only that, but they somehow managed to get a guard at the prison to give him the thing. They managed to change a videotape to completely show Lena. How? Yeah, if this is possible, you'd think that that would be one of the first things that the police look into. Is like, okay, well, we know that there's equipment that can change a videotape, so let's check and make sure it wasn't changed. But no, they don't try that. They're just like, oh, it's Lena. It's obviously Lena. And so, of course, everybody doesn't believe it's Lena. Kara does, though, and she's like, oh, she's innocent. And everybody's like, nah, you're stupid. So you have all this going on, and Metallo is slowly becoming a nuclear bomb, and so there's this intense moment at the end where he's about to blow up, so Supergirl rushes in to save Lena and ends up saving Lillian and her bodyguard, not bodyguard, Hank Henshaw as well. And of course, this isn't going to come back at all. Like, oh, she actually saved us. She made sure we didn't die. And no, they're not going to care because, oh, aliens are all bad. But anyway, she saves Lena and doesn't die from the nuclear explosion. So yeah, that happens, and then on top of that, we have several different side stories. We've got Kara and Mon-El. I've already talked about how stupid it is. I don't feel like I need to again. So I'll just say they finally decide they're going to hook up just for this guy to show up at the end to set up for the next episode. Really? I don't feel like I need to talk about why this is dumb. I feel like even the people who actually like this show, as soon as that guy shows up and he says, "My name is Mr. Blah, 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 blah," whatever he's called, and Kara Zor-El, I love you. And I'm just like, okay, this show has lost its damn mind. It's really like, it's pushing the boundary of just how much stupidity even the fans can take. Like, obviously I've already gone over my limit of stupidity for this season. I mean, I went over my limit for stupidity last season. So even watching this season, like, I'm used to the stupidity. I've already gone past my limit. I already hate this show. I only watch it to do reviews of it because it needs to be reviewed. Somebody needs to talk about why this show is terrible and why it should step it up, because it's on the CW. It's a part of the same universe as Arrow, The Flash, and Legends of Tomorrow, all three of which are at least decent episodes. Arrow's the decent one. The other two are good. So, it's got the potential. It's got the potential to be a great show. We've seen the other three were at least at one time great. Arrow has dropped off, but it used to be really, really good. The Flash is great. Legends of Tomorrow is great. Supergirl sucks ass. It is the dumbest show ever. Like, I'm losing my patience with it. And throwing this in at the end, they finally decide to hook up Kara and Mon-El, which I'm just like, you know what? At this point, just like last season with Jimmy, it was like, I've had to sit through this. I've had to endure this stupid relationship that they are so desperate to try to force down our throats. Like, ooh, Kara and Mon-El work. I've had to endure through this. I'm just like, you know what? Please just let it end. Please just let them hook up so I can finally stop having to watch this stupid damn storyline continue to pervade the show. And guess what? No, we're not done yet. Here's a guy who says that he loves Kara. And the next episode is called Mr. and Mrs. Whatever. Yeah. Because this is what we need. We need more drama in the Kara and Mon-El relationship. Because who gives a shit about anything else, right? Like I said, I'm really frustrated. And it's not even that the show is stupid. I already knew that. I already knew going into this it was probably going to be dumb. There were probably going to be some stupid moments. I was probably going to slap my forehead. This has gone beyond that realm, though. This has gone to the point where, I swear, if anybody watching this right now, if you are actually a fan of the show, if you actually like what they're doing with the Kara Mon-El, with all the relationship stuff, if you watch it because of that, please tell me what you thought of that ending, because there's no way in hell anybody could actually enjoy something this stupid. It's just, the entire next episode is going to be about this guy. And, oh, he's going to break up Kara and Mon-El now. Now their relationship's going to fall apart again. Cadmus, the Luthors, Alex's dad, whatever's going on with the aliens that want Mon-El, the Dominators. Anything else but this would work. I'm even enjoying well, I'm not enjoying, but I actually would prefer to see more about Jimmy trying to be Guardian than this. This is just retarded. It's beyond stupid, and I don't know why. I have no clue why they feel the need to do stupid stuff like this. You've already earned my hate, writers. You've already earned My frustration and my pain and the pain in my forehead, the numbness in my forehead. Why? So anyway, that's the dumbest part of this episode, by far. Not the only dumb thing, though. The other side stories going on, we've got... It starts off for some reason... I don't know why, but everybody comes to the alien bar, and they're just like, oh, I wonder who Alex's new guy is. I'm just like, oh, of course, because this is big news. Remember when this was big news? Like, oh, she's changing, guys. She is changing. She is completely changed. So this is huge. Here's why this doesn't work. I don't get my friends together. I don't get my family together if I start dating a girl. So why does Alex doing it call for a get-together? Oh, because she's coming out. Oh my gosh, that's such big news. And this is why, I'm not pro anything. I honestly, as a Christian, it goes against my beliefs, but I'm not against it. I'm not somebody who's going to speak out against it. I'm not somebody who's going to be like, oh, homosexuals are wrong, and da 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 da. However, the reason that I can't stand homosexual relationships in a TV show is because of this. Because they have to make it such a huge deal most of the time. Some shows handle it well. But they make it a huge deal, like, holy crap, everything has changed. If you don't want to be treated differently, don't treat it differently. It's a sexual preference. I've said this before. It's a sexual preference. It doesn't change who you are. She's still Alex. But this is a big deal, guys. She likes girls. We have to have a celebration for this. We have to stop everything. There's a trial going on for Lily and Luthor. We're going to ignore that so we can have a celebration because Alex is coming out. And this is why I can't stand it. This is why I can't stand liberals in social media. Because this is what happens. It becomes the center focus. When so many other important things are going on, your sexual preference becomes the biggest deal. It's frustrating. And I wish they would stop. If you want to have Alex and Maggie as a couple, fine. Go ahead, do it. Stop making it the center focus of the show. You already spent the entire first half of the season building this relationship up. They're together now. Congratulations. Let's move on. Let's talk about more important things, like more important stories. Not Cara Mon-El, because now that's become center focus. Talk about the important things. Talk about what's going on with Cadmus, this Project Medusa or whatever. Hank Henshaw is back. I mean, come on. So many stories you could do, and you're focusing on the two dumbest relationships in the show. One between two characters that it was such an obvious thing from the very beginning that I'm pretty sure I called it last season. I'm just kidding, I didn't. But I could have called it last season. It was so obvious. And then the other one, which is just you spent the entire first half of the season and now you're still focusing on it, even though they're together. The relationships in this show just piss me off because that's all the show cares about. They only care about relationship stuff. They only care about getting people together. I want to see a superhero. I want to see Supergirl. Be Supergirl. And then the final thing to talk about is, of course, the whole Guardian thing because, like I said, I didn't hate this as much as I hated the Cara Mon-El stuff and the Maggie and Alex stuff. Because now, compared to that stuff, this stuff looks mild in stupidity. Still stupid, but a lot milder. So we finally have the episode where I guess Cara decides, oh, I'm going to be okay with it, even though she shouldn't be because Jimmy's an idiot. But yeah, we have the episode where she doesn't want him to be Guardian for obvious reasons because he could get killed, and he gets hurt again in this episode. But he's a smarty. He's so we see him go, and he gets hurt, and then they're talking about Lena and how she's responsible because obviously this guy came to get her out of prison. So of course that's not a plan by the mother to make her look guilty. It's obviously because she had him come get her out because that. Anyway, so after that fight, we see Kara standing up for Lena, but nobody's believing her. So then Jimmy follows her out into the hallway and's like, I'm your friend. Why don't you believe in me? I'm just like, oh, here we go again, guys. Here's the conversation we've all been looking forward to. And so, of course, she tells him exactly what I'm thinking. She's just trying to protect him. Well, at the end of the episode, we finally see that. What did Jimmy do? I don't remember now. Jimmy did something though. Oh, right. He said the reason I didn't believe you is because I was trying to protect you. Right. It was so stupid. Like, I don't understand his reasoning behind that. It's one thing if he said, I'm gonna keep you from, or I'm gonna keep you from seeing Lena because I want to protect you. She's involved in all of this. I want to protect you from that. But he said he didn't believe her because he wanted to protect her from that. Because, asking him to stop crime fighting is definitely the same thing as saying, I don't believe you about your friend. I believe your friend is guilty. But anyway, he says that, and then she's like, you were just trying to protect me, right? Can we just stop trying to protect each other? I'm just like, yeah, sure, let Jimmy die. Of course, the show's not actually going to do that, because somehow, despite the fact that he gets shot by random criminals just street fighting, he goes up against Metallo, how do you pronounce his name? He goes up against him in this episode and actually holds his own. Because if I punch this soda can and I actually hurt my finger there, ow. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go take on a train and I'm actually gonna hold my own against it because logically that just makes sense. Like punching this can and getting hurt while doing it means I should be able to stop a train. These show writers are smart. Hey, they really smart. They thinking really smart things. So you really smart. No. Oh, have I missed anything stupid? I feel like there was something else stupid that I didn't talk about. I think that's probably it. There's probably something I didn't talk about that was also dumb, but honestly, those were the big talking points. Cara Mon-El, the guy at the end, Alex and Maggie's little thing, the whole Metallo thing, and Jimmy being Guardian. All of that's just really dumb, and it's just the entire episode. Like, aside from the flashback where we get to see a young Lex and a young Lena, that was the only interesting thing about this episode. The rest of it, garbage. Absolute total waste of time. And I hate that. I hate the fact it's just wasting my time. I could be using this time to do other things, to watch better shows. But I kind of have to watch it, not just because of the reviews, but also it ties into the CW universe. Obviously the crossover is happening like probably once or twice a season, but I feel like if I don't watch Supergirl, I'm not going to know what's going on to know, okay, what's going on in her life right now. When she's coming in, what exactly is happening? And I've already spent so much time with these characters that I'm just like, if I don't find out what's going to happen, I'm just going to have that thing, that you get whenever it's like, I need resolution. That's how I'm going to feel if I don't keep watching the show. I'm going to be like, I need resolution. I need to know what's going to happen. Even if it's completely stupid, I need to know what's going to happen. It's a curse I have. And it's killing me right now. So, that's about it for this episode. Be prepared next week. Just come ready for me to probably rage a little bit. If there's a little bit of a crack in the lens, probably because I threw my computer watching the episode. Yeah, that's about it. So, Let me know what you guys think about this episode. What do you hate and dislike about this episode? Let me know. Let me know. We can talk about and discuss all that good stuff. Leave a like and subscribe to see me rage some more on Supergirl, and I will see you guys at the next one. Peace out.